Happy Friday, my lovelies. Welcome in, everybody. I am Cornell Critch, your friendly, yet comfy and devious VTuber incubus. Today, we are returning to Blueprints, a very interesting game that is an architectural puzzle game with roguelike type features. And the goal of the game is to reach the hidden 46th room by going through 45 rooms beforehand. So you have to traverse and go room to room to room within a 5 wide by I think 10 tall area. And so you have to get 45 rooms out of that. But every time you go from one room to another, it is a choice between 3 rooms that is randomized. So yeah, not exactly the easiest thing to figure out because the randomization of what rooms you're going to get. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We were on day 16. Why is it not letting me? Oh, because I'm technically out of window. That's what was wrong. But yes, welcome in, everyone. How is the Friday treating you? Mine has been pretty good. I starting a little bit early today because we have an event at our normal start time that we are taking part in with another streamer, where I'll be voicing Squall for their playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. This won't be an every week thing, but I wanted to jump in there and show my support and lend my voice. So, as you remember last week, we also found the apple orchard outside, which gave us an extra 20 steps at the start of each day. So instead of only having 50 steps per day, we have 70 steps per day. All right, so let us take a look. We've got the parlor, the billiard room, and the den. The den will give us a throughway to 2 different directions. And the corridor, a nook, and a pantry. So we will go ahead and do a corridor because, as you can see, that then leaves us room to get into that 5th square on each side. Let us see what we got. Our choices here are storeroom, kitchen, and lavatory. Oh. So we're going to end up with a dead end right off the bat today. So we'll make it the storeroom. That'll be the first room we enter because sometimes you get a tool in this room. Instead, awesome, double keys. That's awesome. And we know from last time, Bluebird for celebration. All right, so we will begin with the corridor because that's going to lead us to our first potential other dead end. And our choices here are the guest room, the parlor, and the bedroom. We'll go ahead and take the bedroom because that will take us up. And you know what? We will follow this line of inquiry with the map. So no... Ooh, we got a pair of some dice, which will let us re-roll our rooms if we don't like what we get. So let's see what we've got on this one. Got the chapel, the billiard room, and utility closet. We'll take the billiard room because that will let us go one to the left as well and complete that direction. And we will have a math puzzle in here at the dartboard that we can use to potentially get some more items. So that's 4. That's 2, I believe, or that's, yeah, because the purple is division, the blue is addition, the yellow orange is subtraction, the pink is multiplication, and then division, like I said. So we have 6 minus 1 is 5, times 4 is 20, divided by 5 is 4. And here we've got 10 minus 4 is 8, minus 2 is 6 times 2 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. Nope, that was wrong. 4. No, I'm messing up. 4, 2, 6, 5, 24, 10, 6, 4, 8, 4. And it was 2 keys in it. That is excellent news. So, we are going to now check this door. Hopefully we get a left-handed room. And we have a gem for this one this time, so it's not a dead end. We can continue on. The commissary, we won't be able to buy anything in it right now because we don't have coins for it. The commissary will be closed from days 12 to 16. That's not true because we are on day 16. So red notes are false still. And the hallway is our best bet because it opens up both ends. So that's excellent. And we'll check this right-hand door first. Make sure there's nothing laying around in this room. Nope, nope, nope. Now, what is waiting for us? We have the terrace and the nook. The nook won't lead us anywhere. The bedroom will give us 10. And green rooms will not cost gems to draft. We will do that, because then that gives us an advantage moving forward. Ooh, and we get a reward of a banana, which will gain us a couple more steps. So, we are at a positive right now with now any greenhouses we might get on the outer edges, which is where we want them to be, will not cost us any gems to open. So, we've got guest room and the spare room. We will take the spare room so we can continue this direction. Now, the spare room traditionally is always empty from what I saw in my last set of playthroughs. So we'll go ahead and open up here. Really, folks, this is like going through a living version, a video game version of the Winchester Mystery House. The Nook will have at least a key for us, if not potentially more items, which today it does not for us. So we'll go ahead and grab this key. And what door do we have now? So we got the utility closet, the pantry, and the secret passage. The pantry will lead us the correct direction we want to go. So, we're doing good on that. The pantry should have food and some coins. And we get 2 more steps for the apple. Now, the parlor is leading the wrong way. So unfortunately, the chapel is our only... Actually, no, the chapel is not our only bet. We're going to redraw. We will take the courtyard. We will take the courtyard because that should give us both directions. So we don't have to backtrack to complete this corner to our left. And that will give us the entire bottom section of the manor open. And we'll make this the utility closet, because then we can turn off getting certain rooms, like the gymnasium and the dark room. Then we can turn on having the garage. We're going to go ahead and turn these back on. We're going to leave the keycard system entry on for now unless we find a security room. If we find a security room, we will backtrack here, as long as it will not take us too many steps to do so. The security room with the code of Swan Song, we can disable the usage of keycards, that the keycard doors will unlock if there's no power to them. And then we can come back to the utility closet and turn it off, and then we don't have to worry about having to find a key card to get through certain doors. So we got the chapel, the drawing room, and a closet. The game's not happy with us. It's going to make us use the chapel, which means we're going to lose a coin every time we step into it. That is a bummer. That is very unfortunate. Anything of note here in the chapel? I don't see anything. So, we're essentially using the chapel as a hallway. So you have the parlor, the West Wing Hall, and the garage. The West Wing Hall will give us our best options. So, now that we've entered the West Wing Hall, we'll take a right and start trying to complete across this other direction now. The planetarium, the kitchen, and a closet. Well, we don't get to go that way because... So we're going to do the closet because we'll get 2 items out of it. We can't go that way because we have, unfortunately, hit a dead end on that portion. So, our next choice is right here at the West Wing. We're going to unlock the door. And we got the gymnasium, the pool, and the lavatory. We're going to take the pool so we can potentially get the sauna and another beneficial room. And it gives us 2 doors to use as well. Avalia, thank you for the lurk. So we'll unlock this door with the key. Now what's our choices? Hey, we got the security room, which we can still pass through properly. Oh, we don't have the gem requirement. Crap. We will put the parlor in because we can get a puzzle. Pulling me up at work. What are you doing? Silly owl. Alright. The gems are in a box with a false statement. 2 statements are false. All 3 statements are false. And we were wrong. Wrong guess that time. Alright. That's not good. We're going to redraw. The passageway is perfect. No, it requires... Crap. Code check. Go ahead and claim our shoes. Dang it. Alright, that's not good. Hopefully we can get... We have no other rooms we can open, unfortunately. So, this ends day 16. Yep, because we can't go any further. All of that, we made some good progress. That's what? 15, 17, 19, 20 rooms? No, not 20. Might be 19. Still, that's a pretty good day. Almost got to halfway. Mount Holly Rustic Villa, 22 rooms. I was wrong. We got 22 rooms done. And we opened 2 new rooms. So that's 22. You don't have to fill each one to get to 45. That's good news. Now, let's see what day 16 is going to have for us. But, I mean, it's a weird way to gain your inheritance, right? I mean, what's our great uncle thinking here and having us go through all this just to get our inheritance? So we will start with the parlor here. And for this room, let's see, we got the storeroom, the den, and the chapel. We'll choose the den because that gives us 2 ways to go through. And dining room here because that gives us 2 ways as well. So we will start with the parlor so we can do the puzzle there. And hopefully get it right this time. And maybe we'll find an extra item today in here. Does not look like this time in the parlor we get any extra items, not on the side tables. All right. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this one contain gems. Box next to this box is true. It's only one box that contains gems, and it's this one. So we start out with 2 gems. That's better than last time. All right, bedroom corridor. The bedroom will lead us into the den. Corridor will continue on. Let's go ahead and head to the den. We'll gain 2 steps in the bedroom, which is good. No extra items on the floor here. We've got a trunk over here, but no keys. So we will try this way. This corridor is our only choice because we don't want this day to end yet. We gotta remember though, we have a trunk back there in that room. And we'll take the billiard room. That'll give us another puzzle for potentially a key. If not, an item here at the bar, which there is not. So we will go back to the math puzzle. First up is add 10, so 10's our first number. And 16 plus 17, that is 23. Minus 14 is 9. Times 12? No, that's not right. That's not right. So 8 and 8 is 16. 7 and 8 is 15. Sorry, 15. 1. 12. 20. Minus 15 is 5. And then 15 divided by 15 is 1. 16, 11 plus 5. Times 2, 32. Divide by 4 is 9. And divide by 1 would still be 9. Nope. Ah, wrong one. 10. 15, 1, 12, 20, 5, 15. Divide by 15 is 1. And then 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 times 2. That's 2, carry the 1. That's 32. 32 divided by 4 is 9. 9 times 4 is 32. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 32 divided by 4. 20, 24. 20, 24, 28. It's 8. 8's the answer. Hey, we've got 2 keys. Excellent. So now we can backtrack to the den. Yes, it's going to cost us some steps. Should cost us 4 total steps to go back and forth. But we can unlock this footlocker here in the den and see what we have inside. Hopefully it's worth doing it. Because keys can be hard to come by. We got coins, a gem, and a key. Perfect, 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 perfect. Alright, now we need to go through to the other door in the billiard room and see where that is going to lead us. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Alright, unlock. Come on, come on, come on. I want that money, money, money. Security. And the pantry. Or the chapel. We're going to take the security room. Fortunately, we can't flip any of these rooms. But getting in the security room will make it easier by getting it into the terminal. I'm just going to check the table over here. And we're going to open the other two doors to see where they lead. Alright, this one. Take the spare room so we can continue our forward progress towards the antechamber. And for this room, I'm hoping for... That works. West Wing. The West Wing hall would be perfect because then we got 2 directions to go there. Let's go ahead and get in here and keycard system. System settings, security level. We're going to set it to low. Confirm setting. Change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. And back. And exit. Because now, if we turn around and we're going to try and get more rooms down this way. If we turn around and basically got the nook and the commissary. Well, we lose 2 rooms on that side, but we will get a key from the nook. If we find a breaker room or utility room, we can then in turn shut off keycard doors. But I'll take the bunk room because it counts as 2 bedrooms. So if we ever need a bunch of steps and we're close to this room, we can actually make our way back here and gain steps if we find a room that gives us the nursery. The nursery gives us a bonus for every bedroom we either draft or walk into. So, use our key. We only got 1 key left after this, so hopefully we don't run into any trouble. Pantry we don't want. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'd rather take the 2 keys and the coin and the gem to be able to keep our progress moving forward in the puzzles. So, now our only choice for direction is the spare room. Keycard access doors could appear the higher ranks. Okay. So we got the hallway, the secret passage. There's the utility closet, but we don't want to end our day because if we did that, we would have nowhere to go. But now we have 2 directions to go. Let's go this way, just in case this is a dead-end room choice. And it pretty much is. I'll risk it. I'll open that up to the chapel because that will give us at least that direction to go. But before going into the chapel, we're going to go ahead and look at this direction as well. This is still a viable possibility. The chapel will be our last-ditch effort on heading in that direction. Got some more coins. Alright. Oh no, the dark room. And it won't help us anyways. So we'll take the guest bedroom and get 10 more steps and a potential of an extra item. And we did. We got another key. That's excellent. No magnifying glass on the desk there. So we're going to go into the chapel and that will give us at least one direction we can go. So I'm just going to make some notes real quick. Gotta keep a journal with this game. Alright, let's go. We're gonna lose 1 coin. That'll take us down to 7. We're gonna check the pews. And we already checked the altar. Nothing there. So. The veranda. Which is good because that will give us a path forward. And a sledgehammer, which lets us break locks on trunks. Alright. The boudoir. We'll take that because that will continue our progress. Plus, what was that? Oh, we hit rank 8, I guess. Plus, we know from being in this room last week, because of this picture, that's Christmas Day, that the combination on this safe is 1225. But I don't think we need to grab these every time. I don't think the gem that's in here counts as one of our gems. It does, okay. It does count as one of our gems. It's locked, so we use one of our 4 keys, leaving us with 3. We got the dark room again. And the commissary. We'll risk it because this is the closest we have ever been to it's a key card door on that side. Great. So this could be the end of our run right here. Oh boy. We use this. Please don't be a dead end room. And it's not. Is the commissary with an opening to... I'm going to get a shovel because we did have that, we have a way to the commissary, so if we get the rest of the rooms, we're fine. But back in the veranda, that's our only exterior place we've had so far. Is that all? Yeah, that's all we've got. So we are technically done unless I happen to find a key card when I dig up in the veranda. The dirt. The turnip. Pebbles. Damn it. Well, that ends this day. Wait, no, the dining room. We have the dining room. That does not end this day. Screw you. Hell no, game. I let you get me down like that? No, 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 no. We are going to go back and get to that dining room. No, 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 no. I am not giving up yet. Because we can go through that dining room and go 2 different directions. And that will allow us to hopefully make some progress. So once we get to the den, we're going to continue straight through to the entrance hall. Plus, we'll have a meal waiting for us, actually, in the dining room. Since we reached rank 8, there will be a meal here that will be worth more steps. And it looks like a steak or salmon? Porterhouse steak, plus 20 steps. Plus an additional 10 steps if you have a showroom in your house. We don't have a showroom, but I'll take the plus 20 steps. God, a porterhouse sounds so good right now. Let's see. Let's try this door. What we got? The vault. Never seen the vault. Library. And the office. We're going to take the library because it's free. We don't want to use up our gems this far down on the map. What does this say? Drafting strategy contents. The potential within by the editor. Gems, gems, gems. Planning your house. Top drafting combos. Making a connection. Tips and tricks. Word from the editor. Simon P. Jones checked it out on November 23rd, 1993. Oh wow, this is quite extensive. We got some reading to do. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. With an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems, gems, gems. Every architecture needs them. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agreeing on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure to check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really, really need a room. I'll never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. You may have a bit of a problem. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it is important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house does not go in a straight line. It can also be structurally weak. If you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you, by starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reversed order, cloister would be free. Identifying a synergetic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, specifically improving your chances of success. A foyer drafted before a great hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Drafting a bunk room after a nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2 separate bedroom triggers. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect gold you spread from office if you draft a conference room. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in workshop. Making a connection. Two-pair combos aren't the only form of synergy you will find. Some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in your house. Garage powers garage doors and grants west path access. Oh, I didn't know this. Darkroom turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. Gymnasiums turns lights off to prevent step loss. Aha! Interesting. Other examples. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Espen's other two rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. Nice. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, and kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case next time you draft it. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you are stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Even if you don't think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you on your journey. Word from the editor. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his or her own favorite room. Each builder has his own favorite tool. And thus each player, in turn, will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. That was a really long read. That was a really long read. I need a drink after that one. All right, so. Servants' quarters. And the foyer. We're going to take the foyer because if we get the grand hall, then all of its doors will be unlocked. But we're going to check this room very thoroughly. It's not very big, but... Alright. Crap. Utility closet. Because now we can turn off the breaker. We can reset the breaker for the dark room, and we can shut down the keycard access. So. Turn those all on. Turn on the dark room, turn on the garage, turn off the gymnasium. All right. Now we got to make our way back to the dark room. And then we should have our access to... what's the word I'm looking for? We'll have our access to the... Okay, so it's going to be 68. We'll have our access to the dark room, and then we'll have that open door for the key card, because it won't require a key card anymore. So we can continue our exploration now. So from the security room, we need to go the spare room, and then a left in the hallway and a right in the chapel. I'm really hoping this works out in our favor, though. Now, let's see. So far, we're having a nice leisurely exploration of our hopeful future home. And open sesame. So we've got coat check, archives, and a drawing room. The archives is our only freaking option. But now we're going to have one less room we can see what we're getting. Crap. Alright. And only one door. It's only one we can choose. Oh god, no! We lost half our steps because it's the weight room. Crap. Order placed. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revena to sender, and as he no longer is employed with our staff. It's the mail room. We've never gotten this before. Simon P. Jones. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so as a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you on Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. And I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, but I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night. Don't spend all your time each day playing dirigy blocks. There's nothing else in here. Alright. Use one of our keys. Ooh. planetarium. That's the end of our day. We did really good. How many rooms is that real quick before we call it a day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We did pretty good. So we'll end our day in here so we gain 2 extra stars. Excellent. Not bad. 29 rooms. Okay. That's what I counted, right? Yeah. The respectable inn. And we will save and continue. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we're going to start out with 70 steps. I need... Is anyone in here that could look up some stuff for me, be my eyes online on something? I want to know what the other permanent unlocks are in this game. We'll take a closet so we can get items right off the bat. Dice and gem. What do we got this way? Take the den, because that will give us 2 directions to go. And we'll craft a nursery right off the bat, because in any bedrooms we get from there, we get extra steps. Check the nursery for some extra items. I don't see anything. Nothing in the cribs. Oh, a gem. Stellar! How are you? Thank you for the hydrate. How are you today? Alright, so we're going to go back over here and go through the den. Nothing there. So, let's head this way. Got the hallway and the kitchen. We'll take the hallway because that will still give us 1 other direction to go. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Have you seen this game before yet? And... oh, my package has been delivered. Sure, let's see what the package is. Yeah, it's a new brass compass and 2 gems. Nice. Which means we'll get more floor plans heading north more frequently and 2 extra gems. It's a very interesting game. It's a roguelike architectural puzzle game. The challenge we have been beset to get our inheritance is we have to cross through 45 rooms and reach the antechamber there at the top of the map to unlock the 46th room. So, commissary, bedroom, billiard room. We will take the bedroom, because that will give us +5 because we have the nursery. Plus another 2 because of it being the bedroom. Alright, now we'll take the pantry so we can continue on our way. We're going to save our gems when we get higher in the ranks. Gather those up. Gather the apple to gain 2 more steps. We got the parlor, the kitchen. We'll take the corridor. And next choices, billiard room, storeroom, and commissary. Take the billiard room because we'll have the puzzle in here and potentially something on the bar we can gather. Which there's nothing on, nothing under the bar. Now for the math puzzle. 5. All right. 4. 2. Because it's the square root, basically. No, 5. 3 and 1 is 4. Oh. Maybe I got that wrong. I gotta remember what that puzzle actually means. All right, let me real quick. I gotta look at my online notes for this one. Let's see. Because the blue on the actual point line is addition, and then it goes subtraction, multiplication, division as you move out from there. But depending on what the symbol is on the center, determines what it is. Square bullseye is squared. Okay, it wasn't root, it was squared. So 4 squared, so 4 times 4 is 16. And that's 6 squared. 6 times 6 is 36. Minus 20 is 16 again. 1 squared is 1. Times 3 is 3. Times 10 is 30. Divided by 15 is 2. There we go. And it's a key card to start out. Interesting. Didn't expect to get one of those so early. Alright. So, head north. This could be our last room. Thankfully, it is not. But it is a security room. Which we will take. We will spend the gem on the security room because then we can unlock more... we can turn off the key cards. Keycard system. Settings. Set the level to medium. Set the offline mode to unlocked. And close. Now we're going to check what these other 2 rooms will do for us. Got the bunk room. And the drawing room. I will do the drawing room because that gives us the most options. The bunk room would be nice for the extra steps, but we're okay on steps right now. And we'll take the storeroom on this direction. Good thing we chose the drawing room on that one. We get 2 keys and a gem. So now we'll step back through here. And we'll try the south door first. Guest room and the boudoir. Boudoir and the kitchen is our best bet for getting any type of movement forward. Need to use another gem right now, but that's okay. And we will unlock this door with one of our 2 keys. And we got the parlor, the utility closet, and coat check. We will use the redraw from this room, laboratory, boudoir, and guest room. We'll take the boudoir. Now we'll go over here into the kitchen. See what's on the menu. Today's main course is beef stew pie. Nice. Banana. We can grab one of those, get 2 steps. And now this way we've got a choice of parlor, observatory, and coat check. We're going to take the observatory because we can actually look at the stars. Oh no. I'm a dodo. I didn't look at that carefully. Oh, well, hopefully we get something good for the stars today. Everything is 50% off today. So everything is 50% off everywhere throughout the rest of our day here. So that's nice. Alright, we'll head into the boudoir. Anything new or interesting in the boudoir today? No, but we are going to recover a gem by opening the safe with the code of 1225. And we're down to 1 key, 2 gems, and 3 coins. And potentially our last door, depending on what we get. We got lucky, the veranda. That will continue on, but now we're out of gems, which is harsh. And now we're out of keys. Oh boy, this is not going our way. We'll take the nook because then we'll regain a key and potentially have another item in here, which we do not, it looks like. So, what's this door going to lead us to? End of day. That's what's going to lead us to. So we'll use the planetarium and gain some more stars. That's the end of day 18. So we got 20 rooms that time. Rank reached of 6. Steps taken of 24. We found 3 items. So it wasn't our best day, but it wasn't our worst day either. So we will just continue our adventure. Got about another hour or so, and then we're going to get ready for the other event. So not as long as normal for the stream today, but that's because we're taking part in this other event tonight. Day 19. All right, what we got? We got the bedroom, the parlor. We'll take the parlor. The chapel, the den, and the closet. We'll take the den. And storeroom, pantry, and commissary. We'll take the storeroom. All right, there we go. That will at least set us up with some good items to start. Alright, another gem. So we're 2, 2, 1. What we got this direction? We got the billiard room, the spare room. We'll go ahead and connect the billiard room and the parlor, because then we have 2 puzzles back to back that we can solve for more items. Nothing on the bar, nothing underneath the bar. Now, let us see what we got over here. Let's go. Alright, let's see how bad I suck at math this time. 1, 5, 25, 5, because it's divided. Oh, what does the yellow one mean? That's 20. Square bullseye. I guess it doesn't matter the color. Oh. Okay. Hey, Scion. So, 20 squared is 40. No. 20 squared is 40. Minus 20 is 20. Minus 18 is 2. Nope, that's not right. 2. 5. 5 squared is 25. Minus 20 is 5. 20 squared. 20 times 20. No. Yeah, 20 squared is what? 400? No, that can't be right. Because those are both just subtraction then. No. I mean, 20 squared is 40. No. Help. Because the square bullseye is... Take the number of the indicated color and times it by itself. Oh! Of the indicated color. So 20 times 18 squared. What's 18 squared? What is 18 squared? Hey Google, what is 18 squared? So 344 minus 300. So 324 plus 20 is 344. Minus the 324 is 20 again. Minus 18 is 2. No. Yeah. No, that's not it. Shit. 1. 5 and 5 squared. 25 minus 20 is 5. That won't equate. It has to be one of the numbers on the ring. Scion. It has to be one of the point values on the of one of these numbers here. Will be the answer. Blue is addition. Yellow is subtraction. And a square bullseye combined with whatever color it is that number squared. Because that's what it says in my notes. Square bullseye is x squared. Take the number of the indicated color and times it by itself. 324 plus 20 is 344. And then you minus the 18? That doesn't make sense, though. Outward from the center symbols. For instance, if you find a yellow square around a diamond, you'll square the number after subtracting, and then reverse the numbers. What? Thomas, remember your progress and difficulty is... we'll try 17, because it won't be... Purple is usually division. Nope. You are not running away, Flower. Get back here. Because see, all right, take this for example. See how it's a blue square? So that means it's 5 squared. So that's 25. Minus 20 equals 5. So this one would be, yeah, yellow is minus. Blue is addition. So blue is addition, yellow is minus, pink is multiplication, and purple is division. So would that technically make it a negative 8? What? No. This one's confusing. Very confusing. It has to be one of these numbers. So 18 squared is 324, but it's minus. So would that be negative 324? But even then, that wouldn't get us to a positive number up here. I'm just going to have to guess my way around the circle. So we're just going to hunt and peck, because this is the last one. Or, no, it's not the last. Yeah, it is. We're just gonna, yeah, hunt and peck. Oh, that was it. 4. How the hell was it 4? How in the hell was it 4? Yeah. We might be. So 13 minus 10 is 3. 3 squared is 9. We were approaching it wrong. Do the other and then square with the other one. That's what we were doing wrong. Okay, okay. I was overthinking it. The order of operations. Mm-hmm. Only one of the other boxes is false. The gems are in a false box. The gems are in the false shit. So it's just a 50-50 crapshoot. Which one has the gems? Yep. No luck on that one. So back to the den. And through our potentially final door if the RNG really screws us over today. Oh, the hallway. That's good to get. That gives us 2 possibilities. We'll continue this way first. And take the guest bedroom. So we can get a +10. Gem. No other extra items in here today? Alright. And let's see. We will take the Nook. Because then we can get another key. Stockpile on keys. The bedroom and the nursery. We'll take the bedroom. That will give us a +2. Doesn't cost anything. And it continues us on our way. Pantry. Again, another free room. Doesn't cost us anything, so we'll continue. And we'll get food and coins. Got the corridor, spare room, and the office. We're guaranteed an unlocked door at the corridor, so we'll take it. And next up, we've got the bunk room, the courtyard, and the chapel. I do not want the chapel because I don't want to lose money. So we'll take the courtyard. Yes, it does cost us one of our gems, but we won't lose a gem, or we won't lose a coin every time we enter it. Ooh, we got a metal detector. Greater chance of finding coins and keys. Perfect. So let's try the southern route first. We have the boudoir, the gymnasium, and the utility closet. Boudoir will not lead us the correct way. I don't want the gymnasium because we will lose steps. So we'll take the utility closet, which has the breaker box, where we can turn these on, turn on the garage, and turn off the gymnasium. So if the gym comes up again, its lights will be off, and we won't lose steps by going into it. Use one of our 5 keys. And next up we got the dark room. Actually, this works for us. We'll take the dark room. That gives us 2 rooms. We'll have the fuse blow. We'll turn around. Come back to the utility room. Flip the breaker for the dark room. And now, the dark room is lit again, and we don't have to worry about there's keys or something in here. Oh, what's that? Broken lever. Could be useful. Wait. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. The orchard. Her ladyship. A couple of maids. Not as good of a lot of lore to be had in here. Alright. That to selfie. His lordship took a selfie with his own camera. Seeing there's something metal near us. Camera. What does that say? Interesting. Hey, there's a key. Perfect. So from here, we've got 2 directions we can go. We'll use the key we just found to unlock that door. We've got the furnace, the chapel, and the bunk room. Crap. We have no choice. We'll take the chapel because we don't want to lose any forward momentum, but we aren't going to go that way unless we absolutely have to. And spare room and library. The spare room will lead us further in the direction we want to lead. Oh, we got something in here. Beep, 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 beep. Coin! Money, money, money! Locked door. What we got through here? We got the terrace, security, and the bunk room. We'll do security, because then we can double back to the utility closet and turn off the keycard doors, which we might have a chance of getting. So we'll get into the computer right now. Keycard system. We'll go ahead and set the level to low, just in case something goes wrong. We'll change the offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Back and exit. Before we trek back to the utility closet, we're going to go ahead and check this door. We got the boudoir, the kitchen, and the gymnasium. We can take the gymnasium and take down its lights. And that will still give us 2 directions. In fact, its lights are already off, so it's not going to hurt us. But we're going to go ahead and head back to the utility closet and turn off the keycard doors. Now that we've gotten the security room, we have a higher likelihood of getting the keycard doors. There we go. Now, the keycard doors, if they show up, we won't need a keycard for them. We can just open them. We're doing some pretty good progress on the puzzles this time around. But I still want to know what the other permanent unlocks. What's this? Oh, garage keys for the car. All right. We'll go ahead and unlock this door. That leaves us with 2 keys. We got a closet, the library, and a walk-in closet. 4 items in the walk-in closet. We'll use our gem and get the 4 items. That could be helpful. Alright. There might be more than 4 in here, actually. We got a key. A compass. A gem. Oh, that's another picture of her ladyship. No hidden levers or anything in the closet? Nope. Alright, we're back to 3 keys. 2 keys again. Bunk room, veranda, and planetarium. Veranda's our only option to continue moving forward. We've got a shovel. That's excellent. Did we get any other rooms? We got the courtyard, which should have some diggable spots in it as well. Found a coin. And another coin. I'll open this door. Take the dining room. No food yet. We have to go up 1 more rank. But I can backtrack to the courtyard. And we can dig the holes in the courtyard. And from there, hopefully have some more items to use. And we still have the whole being able to go through the chapel, but I don't want to do that yet, because again, that costs us coins. And we have 1 dirt pile here in the courtyard. Please be worth it. A key. Excellent. Oh, there's another dirt. 2 keys. Perfect, perfect. Ah! Hi, Star! A bicycle. I mean, I know we like the Queen songs here, but that's taking it a little too literal. How are you today, Star? Oh, we did retrincate. I'm doing good. We have quail for dinner. We don't have a trophy room, so we don't get 30 steps, we only get 20. Now, let's see. We've got 2 directions to go. A little tired, to be honest. Aw, hopefully you can get some good rest soon. We use one of our keys. And we got the closet, the maid's chamber, and the nursery. We'll take the maid's chamber, but we will not go through it yet. Open this door. Relax mode? Perfect. Conference room. Drawing room. Has to be the conference room. I'm doing good. I can. Honestly. And it's a big difference. It mostly comes down to latency, too. Ah, crap. So we were going to take the closet. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Enjoying the day. Got a coin purse. So every 3 coins we get, we will gain an extra coin. And here in the conference room, anytime if we get the office and spread coins, they'll instead gather here in the conference room. Use a key. Boudoir, bunk room, commissary. We'll do the boudoir. Any extra items in the boudoir today? No. But because we found the picture earlier, that one right there, shows that the safe was opened as a Christmas present, which makes its combination 1225. So we'll enter that code. And what we got, what we got, what we got? What's inside? There we go. We got a gem. Oh gosh, that's our last key. Got the locksmith, the lavatory, and a passageway. Crap. That means that we would have to go back to the chapel to continue. But that's okay. The locksmith, we can get keys. 5 for 1 key. 8 for a special key. 10 for a lockpick kit. Let's do the special key. What is the special key going to be? Silver key. Leads to a room with many doors. Well, now we really won't lose anything by going through the chapel because we have no coins left. I didn't have enough for it, unfortunately, and I'm not sure. I've never gotten one. It's like I'm unsure what the permanent unlocks in this game actually are, or what they, besides the apple orchard, what they do. So I would like to figure that out. But no, this game is a lot of fun so far. It will. And maybe we'll find one. So we got the West Wing Hall, which will give us 2 directions. So we'll use that. We will check this one. We have to choose one, unfortunately. So it is fun. It is a lot of fun. And it's free on Game Pass. Ooh, there's something in here. There's a key or a there's coins. Okay, good. It's free on Game Pass and on PlayStation Plus. But there goes one of the coins we just grabbed. So, West Wing Hall now. Locked. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use my special key going that direction. I'll use my special key going this direction, though, because this leads towards the antechamber. We've got the gallery, which has a puzzle in it, the pool, and the workshop. I have not seen the gallery yet, so I don't know what the puzzle is in the gallery. And we got a key. So, Christopher Manson, 1954. Rose apple. P. Okay. Yeah, those are all blank. Those are all blank. That's sins. Infinite torment. Oh. 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 Am I right? Mm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Let me think about this. Gotta think, gotta think, gotta think, gotta think. Hmm. Let's think a little bit more. Let's see. What each one is. This one. Acrylic. It can't be that easy. So, what would you call that K compared to all the others? It's a thin K. Combine thin and K. Think. So, we gotta be pretty literal with some of our thoughts on this. So, let's look. Alright, I'll wait for the ad break. I'll just chit-chat to you guys while we wait for the ad break to finish, because I think I figured out this one. Yeah, I think I've got this one figured out. I want to see if you guys get it, because I do. Alright, yeah, I think I know what this one is now. Because it's the letter P. What color are all of these things that P is on? Oh, shush, flower. P on red. And being that they're mirrored on one side, reverse red, you got the word. Ponder. This one is ponder. Now, thank you for subscribe. Flower gifting the subscription to Star. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See? P on red and mirror red, you get ponder. Two gems. All right. Now, what's this one? Let's see. Eyeballs. Actual. Genu. For genuine. And the table is very, for like verify. They're all synonyms for real. Realize. Realize. That's the answer, is realize. Oop, I just get past the eye. Okay. Alright, and now this one. It's all sins. All the parts of the pain together. Could that be it? Ruminate? Oops, I've skipped the eye again. Dang it. Come on. There we go. There we go. What's going to be in this one? Key 8. Presumably will unlock room 8. Room 8? What is room 8? Garage. I don't want the garage. Take the commissary. What we got for sale? Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleeping mask. We don't have enough. got code check planetary and observatory. Take the observatory because that will let us continue forward. Got 18 stars. Everything is 50% off today. So we can get a sledgehammer and a magnifying glass. Open this door. Got the pool, the freezer, and the planetarium. We're going to take the pool because that will open up 2 directions for us to go. Wait. I don't remember seeing the pool net there. Okay, it's not usable. Let's open this door. Let's try key 8. It actually opened the room from the painting. Holy crap. Wait. The sum of my sin is penned is a number within the room we are in. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. We gotta look at all these clues. Okay. All right, let me think. Penguin. Say gluttony. Let's see. The swan. I recommend. Let's see the swan. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. Which would be lust, I guess would be one of the closest ones. Next is dog. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. Sloth, avarice, mundanity. Lion. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. An N, which would be 1, so that'd be envy. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. That would be probably wrath because gluttony is the largest word. Alright. Let's see. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Avarice. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. That would be sloth. And then hubris for the monkey. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. Oh, what's that? The 8 trophy for solving 8 puzzles in room 8 on rank 8. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. Allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2 gold. So I'll automatically have 4 gold at the start of every day. That's nice. So let's try this. Of course, it's locked. Library, vault, and planetarium. We'll do the library. What we got? To the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Locked. This might be the end of our day if both of these doors are locked. Unless I think we can afford a key at the locksmith. So we have to walk all the way back to the locksmith. I'll double check the commissary, but I didn't think there was a key for sale in the commissary. It's going to be a long walk. I don't know if we have enough steps left for that. So we'll try this West Wing Hall. See if we can get a room with a key out of this one. Save us some steps. Nope, it's locked. And go straight through. Continue on our way. Through the spare room and security. Through the gymnasium and the veranda. All the way around. God, that's really is going to eat into our steps a lot. All right. Now we're going to the veranda, to the dining room, to the conference room, then the boudoir, and then finally to the locksmith. I have no bedrooms that are close to get more steps. All right. Yep, we're screwed for the day. That's everything we can do for today, so we will call it a day on this day for the game, which will take us to day 20. That's alright though. We will just keep on trucking. Got 35 rooms though. So, got 6 bedrooms though, 4 puzzle rooms. We'll save and continue. Let's go ahead and fish. Day 20. All right. There's our allowance. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. And Babbage, house manager. Alright, parlor, den, pantry. We'll take the den because that will give us 2 directions there. Chamber of Mirrors. I want to check this out. Okay. That's not creepy. I don't know what that room's going to do for us at this point, but did something. And we'll take the corridor. We'll go ahead and walk down the corridor. Got the bedroom, the nook, and the storeroom. Take the nook so we can get a key out of it. No secondary item in the room, though, unfortunately. Take the closet so we can get 2 items, which will be dice, which will let us re-roll rooms, and running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate grounds. So that's actually meant for when we're outside. We can travel outside a lot easier. Nothing there. Grab the gem. What we got room-wise? Parlor. We'll take that. And we'll take the nook again. Because then we can get another key, and we got a magnifying glass this time. That's what the Hall of Mirrors does. It lets us get duplicates of rooms. We've drawn another button. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So long as we get rooms that double up to the Chamber of Mirrors, we can push buttons and unlock more spaces within that room. Fascinating. Very interesting. Alright, so now we know that. So we'll take the parlor. Hopefully solve the puzzle here. Nothing in there. Alright. The statement on the white box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. The gems are in the white box. Alright. Got the den again. And a drawing room. We'll take the den so we can get another gem. No trunk on the floor. Nothing on the extra spaces. We got a pantry, a storeroom, and a commissary. We'll take the store, or the pantry rather, because we'll get food and more coins. And we'll take a passageway so we get some extra rooms. And hopefully we will get a room to lead into the Hall of Mirrors, the Chamber of Mirrors now. We got the boiler room, which will lead, but it won't lead further from there, but it can still be useful. And it's the puzzle door. Oh, it opened. Oh my. What the? Now the music got really creepy. Oh. Wine cellar. Key. That is really creepy. Let's see. It open up some new doorways. It does. It's not open up that one yet, though. More coins. Okay. Now, take the parlor. But if I make my way back around and go up, I'll be able to get more out of that. Another wind-up key. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Let's try the blue box. Yep. So we got storeroom, bedroom, and hallway. Bedroom. Anything extra in the bedroom today? Nothing. Another bedroom and a billiard room. Billiard room would give us a puzzle, which we can then potentially solve for some more goodies. Got a coin on the bar. Nothing under the bar. Alright, math time. We got 15. 9. 18 minus 16 is 2. That's 4 when it's squared. So now it's 2 times 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. It's not as complicated as I thought. We got a key card out of that. Alright. Got another billiard room, a pantry, and the garage. I think we'll take the pantry. Then we'll get more coins. A banana! And now we got the commissary, the observatory, the utility club. We'll take the observatory because it's the only one that will lead us any further. We'll look through the telescope. Plus 5 gems. This is a very productive run. Spare room, observatory again. We'll take it. Because we want to try and get back to that Hall of Mirrors. Bloom of the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Rumpus room plus 8 coins. Kitchen will lead us closer towards the boiler room, which will lead us back to the Chamber of Mirrors. Add a morning room to the total. Nice. To the drawing pool. Use the key. We're going to re-roll the rooms. Passageway's perfect. So's the drawing room. No. Has to be the passageway or the dining room. No, it has to be the passageway. Yes, it costs us 2 coins. But now we can get back to the Chamber of Mirrors. We can get up here and open this last door. Another found a duplicate of the West Wing Hall. Nice. That's perfect. Let's go back into the boiler room. We'll head back into our original passageway. We got the chapel, the guest room, and the weight room. Well, we have to take the chapel. We have no choice. We will lose a coin by entering each time, but we stay on task and on direction. Our last key. Morning room. Tomorrow you'll start with 2 diamonds. It's our last room, but you know what? I'll take the extra diamonds to start out. And a special flower. Coin purse. Ah, an upgrade disc. Did we get a security room? No, we did not get a security room this time. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew as provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73, after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least though his popular column, Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir to the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name, Marian Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. But that is it for this day, and that will do it actually for our stream, because I need to get ready for the other stream I'm going to be taking part of over on Alpha Bravo's channel with Final Fantasy VIII, where I'll be voicing Squall. So we got 3 puzzle rooms, total of 23 rooms, ranked 5 reached, steps taken 34, and items found 6. We're going to save and quit. So, the plan is we will raid out. I will be on Alpha Bravo's channel. I will post on social media that I'll be there and in the Discord. So come check it out. Let us find someone to raid out to. So let me pull that up. Let's see who we've got today. Now. Let's see. All right, let me see. Who do I want to send you guys to? Let me check this group. Who do I want to send you guys to? That isn't playing something that is odd. All right, so let's look at my other list here. I'm going to send you guys over to Danny Dawnstar. Good friend. I've known him a long time. They are playing RuneScape. The new RuneScape game. Dragon Wilds. So I will send you guys over to Danny. And I will see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. So we'll just see what's going on, all right? Take care of yourselves, everyone. Behave yourselves. Do that self-care. Eat, hydrate, but be good.